On your side tonight, as a new White House policy may add obstacles for those applying to live or work in the United States. Immigrants will now be screened specifically for having views that the Trump administration deems anti-American. WAFO 48's Noah Cal spoke to a local immigration attorney for his view on what this means.
Huntsville attorney Keith Cornett says this new policy is really just about heightening existing ones. But he says as of right now, there's very little information out there that gives us an insight into what this really means or what agents are really looking for. Cornett says with the vague language that's been put out so far, it's hard to say what exactly the administration will consider to be anti-American. But he believes that the policy may have come about because of protests over the past several months. Cornett says he's dealt with almost 1,000 immigrants trying to get legal status, and none of them have ever expressed any view he considers anti-American. He believes that immigration officers will use their best judgment with these new rules.
They could have that bias, but in general, the USCIS officer, at least in our Montgomery office, they're very professional and they do their job, and I've never, ever been in an interview where I felt like the officer wasn't being fair.
Authorities say the screening will include an in-depth social media check, which Cornett says already existed to an extent. He has faith that even if an immigration officer does make an unjust ruling, the system in place will identify that.
If an officer was to come forward and say this individual probably doesn't merit award of a green card, for instance, well, the supervisor has an opportunity to look at it and examine the rationale of that officer, how diligently they exercise their oversight in the supervisory chain, who knows. But I would say typically that works pretty well.
Cornett also says officers may focus more heavily on criminal history when making these decisions. All in all, he's confident that this won't be an issue here in Alabama. Reporting in Huntsville, Noah Cowell, 48 News, on your side.